Hi, my name is Tim Crumlin, co-founder of Leggari. We specialize in highly scratch-resistant epoxy resins. We sell all over the United States, and we don't just sell countertop kits. Just ask the contractors that are joining us weekly. If you want the best, stay tuned till the end of the video to find out how you can order Leggari Products. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Leggari Products. In this video, we're going to be coating some old desktops with our metallic epoxy countertop kit. First off, make sure you read all the instructions. Mixing the epoxy is the most critical part. So take your time when doing that and just make sure it's mixed well and measured out correctly. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. So what we're doing here is applying the pigmented primer in white, and we're going to cover all the surfaces that we want the metallic epoxy to be on. Alright, so we've already done the plastic on the floor and on the desks, and then everywhere you don't want the epoxy to run off, you can use tape it about 1/2 inch high, and that'll create a dam and it'll hold the epoxy in there and keep it from running off. I'll zoom in so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So once the primer's dry, it doesn't need to be fully hard. It can still be a little tacky. Start mixing up your metallic epoxy base coat color. And I can't emphasize enough, the mixing part of this whole process is the most critical. If you don't mix it right, you could run the chance of it not getting hard or having soft spots in the countertop. So read all the instructions, take your time, and mix it correctly. Now what we did, we just poured it out kind of like we did on the primer in beads or piles, and then we're going to take a roller, or you can use a brush, whatever's easiest for you, and just start spreading it around the top of the counter evenly. Try not to push any off the edges yet, because you're going to want it to get a little tacky before you start really working on them edges or the faces or even backsplashes. Alright, here's some close-ups of the base coat once you got it rolled out. You can kind of see how it's going to look. Now, we recommend pouring a little pile of the base coat color and your highlight colors on the floor, somewhere where you won't be stepping in it. And you're going to use those piles later on to dip your roller in or your paintbrush while you're doing the edges. You want the material to get a little tacky before you do that. And you don't want to be dipping or rolling your brush on the top once the top's done, because it will make those areas that you rolled in different from the rest of the countertop. So once the tops are all rolled out and you're satisfied with it, the evenness of it and stuff, you can start just rolling on the edges a little bit and the faces or backsplash, whatever you got going on in your project. Just keep in mind some of this is probably just going to drip off, but that's fine. That's why you poured the colors out on the floor. That way when it starts getting tacky, you can dip into that and use it on your edges. Alright, so once the base coat's down, mix up your highlight colors. Again guys, make sure you mix it correctly, take your time, read all the instructions. Now the colors we used on this countertop are going to be, the base coat's going to be silver, and then highlights are going to be ocean blue, deep blue, and Rialto. Alright, so he's just pouring out the highlight colors kind of randomly, beads. There's no right or wrong way to do your highlight colors. You could do puddles, drizzles, you can do veining. It's kind of totally up to you with the effect that you're going for. Alright, so now we got all the highlight colors down. The next step is to blend the colors together. We're going to do a different technique on this top, using a concrete pool trowel. Holding it flat, just start skipping across the surface, and this is going to blend the colors together, and it's going to give you a different effect than what you would get with a roller or a paintbrush or other techniques. This is the look you're going to get after blending the colors with the pool trowel. It's a really cool look. We're not going to stop there. We're actually going to do some 3D effects on this. So about 30 to 40 minutes after we've done the blending of the colors, we're going to go back over the top of it with the pool trowel again. And this is going to create that 3D effects. So as you can tell in the video, the material is really tacky. Now this is what you want when you're trying to do the 3D effects. It's going to pull those metallic pigments to the surface and hold them there. It's really easy to do. Again, just hold the pool trowel flat and just skip across the surface. There's no wrong way to do this. You can kind of do any direction or pattern or strokes that you want to do. So you'll see right here I catch an edge and pull some material off, and then all I do is just kind of trowel it back in there, and you're good to go. Here's some after photos of the look you're going to get doing the 3D effects on that with the pool trowel after it gets tacky. It really gives it depth, and the epoxy levels back out, but still looks like it's got texture on it. Alright, so here's the after photos once the desk was painted and our metallic epoxy countertop kit was applied to it. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're always posting new videos and tutorials on our products. Thanks again.